So I thought I'd start the conversation not knowing Henry Cavill. Never met him before. I thought I'd start with a nice compliment about Superman. Now, this compliment didn't go down as well as expected. What was it like to take on this role? Because probably one of the most famous people in history is Superman.
I don't know about in history, but certainly maybe modern history as far as sort of modern mythology goes. Yes, he's certainly a major figure. Well, first of all, I didn't want to focus too much on external pressure because it's clear that it's there. And if I did dwell on it, it may negatively affect my performance. What I wanted to do was just go straight to the source material and do as much justice to that character in there as opposed to the character in the heart and souls of everyone, because that could be a little weighty.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, I can't even remember what I asked.
No, I think it was a compliment.
He's quite thespy, isn't he? He's very
Quite
actor.
Thespy, yeah. Quite Thespy, yeah.
Well, when you're talking about Superman and he refers to it as modern mythology, then that's a slight.
Well, I thought, wouldn't you just say, yeah, he is?
Oh, it's a comic book hero.
Yeah. Well, you just say, yeah, he is pretty famous. Yeah. I mean, out of all the people, I think the most famous people in history are who? Superman,
Batman,
Beyonce, and Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. I mean, certainly three of them.
The worrying thing is, you're not actually joking when you say those are your idols in life.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald, Beyonce. I'd go Spider-Man over Superman. But we're promoting Superman now, not Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So that was strike one in the interview. I knew when we started then, I was like, this is not going to be a classic one. Now, the next question that I asked, I think was one of the best questions that I've ever asked.
Okay.
Listen carefully. How good is this question when in an interview? Was there lessons on how to stand and behave like Superman? Because you could see a change between Clark and Superman on screen. You sort of held yourself different. Did anyone give you any tips on how to sort of stand like Superman?
Well, no, because that comes instinctually. That's my job as an actor to tell that story with my body as well as my words and my emotions. Clark is the kind of guy who doesn't want to be noticed. He wants to stay hidden because he's worried about being discovered. And Superman is the exact opposite end of the spectrum. It's a guy it's the same guy, but he can use his powers to its full effect and finally stand tall. So yes, there's definitely a difference there.
Yeah, he wants to be seen because he's wearing...
It doesn't necessarily want to be seen.
No, it's actual Superman, no?
Yeah, it doesn't want to be seen.
Oh, okay.
That's not who Superman is.
Okay.
But he's allowing himself to be himself to his fullest potential.
Shut up! Shut up! It's not real!
Also, Superman blatantly does want to be seen.
He's got a red cape on and he's wearing tights. People are going to see him flying through the sky with a bright red cape on.
I think he's getting himself confused with the part of Superman. I think he's talking about himself there, about not wanting to speak or be seen by anyone.
Yeah, we spoke about the suit. I actually did say in the interview, I think that's been cut out. What? He's got a cape on but don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
I also asked what was the point of the cape. Capes are useless, right? Surely that's just going to get in the way.
There was a stage in the interview where you looked at me after one of those answers and I looked at you and you were like, this is tough. And I looked back and I was like, good luck.
Do we want any more? Or
I just want to see how this pans out.
Okay. It was a pretty good suit. It was quite a good sci-fi space version of the Superman suit. There was no rubbish red knickers or anything. It was all quite cool.
Right.
Wasn't it? It's quite a cool Superman suit.
Well, we wanted to make this like a body glove from Krypton as opposed to something which Martha sewed out of a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We were happy when there was not and then finally these red knickers.
And now for these. Now that you love the suit, put these on. It was, you know what? The briefs they're a very dated look because when the suit was first created, Victorian strongmen and circus strongmen were very much prevalent in pop culture.
Yeah.
Where now they're not so much, and so we wanted
Speak
to
for yourself. They are on my
use
end.
something prevalent in pop culture to actually make the suit from.
Yeah. You sure you're on the final one, Finchy?
Yeah, I mean, does it improve? Does it get...
Does it, Ian?
Absolutely not.
Well, I wanted to know what he did with the suit, because as soon as you put that on, if you went to work as Superman, right, say you got that job, wouldn't you be like, lol, I'm Superman? The first thing I'd do is send you, Finchy, a picture of me dressed as Superman.
Yeah, you
Look
would
what
do
I'm
that.
doing at work today. I'm Superman. Everyone you went to school with?
Yeah.
Right on Facebook.
Facebook profile pic.
Immediately. Even when I cross-dressed as Nicki Minaj for T4, I still let people know.
We know.
Yeah, we all got that pic.
Here's the final bit of my riveting interview with Henry Cavill. Where is the suit now? Do you get to take that suit home? Is that in your contract that you get to have that for fancy dress parties?
No, it's not in my contract.
No.
And it's hidden and locked away.
Okay, was there any sort of sneaky pictures to send to friends? Have you like, look? I'm
No.
totally Superman.
I was very good about that. It's one of those things you don't want to do that because you respect the costume so much. You're not just taking photos of yourself saying, "Hey, look," because you know it's going to be some Burke out there who will then post it online, thinking it's really funny.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, great,
You.
thanks. Well, there goes my career."
Yeah, I
Cheers,
just
buddy.
ruined everything.
Yeah.
In one quick picture.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And then we walked out.
And then we left, and then I banged my face against a wall for 15 minutes.
That's true.
Yeah. So there we go.
That's fun, wasn't it?
Well, everyone's loving it on the text this morning.
Oh my God, yeah.
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 Some of them saying it's your finest work.
It's like Frost Nixon. Right, let's play my big thing, my record of the week. This is Don't Kill My Vibe. I hear you, Kendrick.
Quite apt.
I hear you.